Arsenal fans, hold on to your seats. Fabrizio Romano just dropped a massive update. Arsenal could sign RB Leipzig's incredible Benjamin Sesko for a cut price deal under $84 million. This is huge news for the Gunners, and we're diving deep into this potential transfer bombshell, plus other exciting targets like Viktor Gyokeres, Ollie Watkins, and more. We'll unpack why Sesko could be the key to unlocking Arsenal's attack, how these deals could shape Mikel Arteta's squad, and what it all means for the Premier League title race. Stick around, Gooners. This is one you won't want to miss. Welcome to Arsenal News TV, your home for everything Arsenal, every single day. First up, Benjamin Sesko, the Trinidad the 22-year-old Slovenian striker is tearing it up at RB Leipzig, and Arsenal are circling. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Gunners have done their homework, gathering extensive details on Sesko's contract terms and Leipzig's demands. Here's the kicker. His price tag could be less than the reported $84 million. That's a potential bargain for a player who scored 21 goals and provided 6 assists in 45 appearances this season, his career best in the Bundesliga. In the league alone, he bagged 13 goals and 5 assists in 33 games, averaging a goal every 184 minutes. That's the kind of firepower Arsenal need after struggling to break teams down last season. Why Sesko? He's young, dynamic, and fits Mikel Arteta's vision of a versatile, high-energy forward. Arsenal have been crying out for a prolific striker since their title challenge fell short by 10 points to Liverpool. Injuries to Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus exposed the squad's lack of depth up top, and Sesko could be the answer. But here's where it gets interesting. Nothing is agreed yet. Talks are ongoing, and Leipzig are playing hardball, even though Sesko signed a new deal until 2029. Could Arsenal pull off a coup here? What do you think, Gooners? Is Sesko the missing piece in Arteta's puzzle? Let's pivot to another striker on Arsenal's radar, Viktor Gyokeres. The Sporting Lisbon star smashed an incredible 54 goals in 52 games last season, and Arsenal are in talks to bring him to the Emirates. BBC Sports' Sami Mokbel reports that the Gunners are working on frameworks for both Sesko and Gyokeres before making a final call. Here's the twist. Gyokeres could be a steal at $59 million, a massive $34 million less than Sesko's potential $93 million fee. That's a huge saving for a player who's proven himself a goal machine in Portugal. But there's a catch. Sesko at 22 plays in a stronger league and has universal backing at Arsenal, according to Mokbel. Gyokeres at 26 is slightly older and might not align perfectly with Arsenal's long-term strategy. Still, his price tag makes him tempting. In a recent podcast, Gyokeres was put on the spot about a move to Arsenal. His response? No, we will see. He laughed it off. But the fact he didn't shut it down has fans buzzing. Imagine Gyokeres leading the line at the Emirates. Could he outscore Sesko in the Premier League? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive, give us a quick like to keep the Arsenal updates coming. Now, let's talk about a third striker option, Ollie Watkins. The Aston Villa star, who scored 17 goals and provided 14 assists last season, is still on Arsenal's radar after a failed $60 million bid in January. The Athletic reports that Andrea Berta, Arsenal's new director of football, is keeping tabs on the 29-year-old, who's openly admitted to being a lifelong Arsenal fan. Back in 2020, Watkins said, "That's the dream to play for Arsenal one day, but it's a long shot." Could this summer be his chance? Watkins brings Premier League experience, unlike Sesko or Gyokeres. But his age and price tag, likely over $60 million, raise questions. He's older than Arsenal's usual targets, and Villa are in no rush to sell. Still, his versatility and proven track record make him a serious option. Picture this, Watkins linking up with Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka. Could that be the formula to close the gap on Liverpool? Let's hear your take, Gooners. Speaking of closing the gap, Arsenal's transfer plans go beyond strikers. Mikel Arteta has promised a big summer, and he's not kidding. The Gunners have already spent $487 million under Arteta since 2019, and they're not slowing down. Sky Sports reports that Real Sociedad's Martin Zubimendi is close to joining for $51 million, a move that could solidify Arsenal's midfield. But there's more. Arsenal are chasing a new winger, and the name on everyone's lips is Real Madrid's Rodrygo. Spanish outlet AS claims Arsenal are moving for the 24-year-old Brazilian, valued at around $85 million. Rodrygo's stats are electric. 5.28 progressive carries per 90, 2.29 key passes, and 0.11 goals per shot. He's been compared to Bayer Leverkusen's Florian Wirtz, who Liverpool are chasing, and for good reason. Rodrygo's pace, flair, and big game mentality could transform Arsenal's attack. Imagine him replacing Gabriel Martinelli, who's been linked with Barcelona. That's a statement signing if ever there was one. But with Manchester City and Chelsea also in the race, can Arsenal pull it off? Let's not forget the goalkeeper situation. Arsenal are hunting for a backup to David Raya after Aaron Ramsdale's departure and Nito's loan ending. They were keen on Espanyol's Joan Garcia, dubbed the best goalkeeper in La Liga by Wojciech Szczesny. But Fabrizio Romano reports that Barcelona are closing in on the 24-year-old, leaving Arsenal to look elsewhere. The Gunners reportedly feel their goalkeeping position is covered. But with a mini transfer window open until June 10th, don't be surprised if Pedro makes a move. Another name to watch is Brighton's João Pedro. Fichajes reports that Arsenal are eyeing the 23-year-old Brazilian, who racked up 17 goal contributions last season. At $67 million, he's a versatile forward who can play across the front line, offering a different profile to Sesko or Gyokeres. His technical ability and link-up play scream Arteta ball, but Brighton are holding firm. Could Pedro be the dark horse in Arsenal's attacking revamp? So, what does this all mean for Arsenal? After finishing third last season, 10 points behind Liverpool, the Gunners are desperate to strengthen. Injuries and a lack of goals cost them dearly, and Arteta knows it. With Andrea Berta leading the charge, this summer feels like a turning point. A new striker, a winger, a midfielder, and maybe a goalkeeper. Arsenal are going all in. The question is, who's the priority? Sesko's youth and potential, Gyokeres' goal-scoring prowess, Watkins' Premier League pedigree, or could Rodrygo steal the show? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Arsenal's transfer strategy is clear: depth and quality. Arteta said it himself in April. We want to increase the depth of the squad and the skills we need to go to the next step. Adel last season's struggles, drawing more games than anyone in the top half and losing key players to injury, showed where the gaps are. A prolific striker is non-negotiable, but adding a winger like Rodrygo or Pedro could give Arsenal the unpredictability they lacked. Zubimendi's arrival would free up Declan Rice to push forward, and a solid backup goalkeeper would ease the pressure on Raya. But here's the challenge: money. Arsenal's net spend under Arteta is already $487 million, and with Sesko potentially costing $93 million, Rodrygo at $85 million, or even Gyokeres at $59 million, the bills are adding up. Andrea Berta's job is to balance the books while landing these big names. The mini window until June 10th gives Arsenal a head start, but competition from Manchester City, Chelsea, and Barcelona is fierce. Can Berta outmaneuver them? Let's talk tactics for a second. If Arsenal lands Sesko or Gyokeres, Kai Havertz could drop back into midfield, giving Arteta more flexibility. Rodrygo on the wing would stretch defenses, creating space for a new striker to exploit. And with Zubimendi anchoring the midfield, Arsenal could dominate possession and press higher up the pitch. It's an exciting prospect, but it all hinges on getting these deals over the line. One final subplot: the Rodrygo-Wirtz comparison. FBref data shows they're eerily similar. Progressive carries, key passes, crosses, even aerial duels won. Signing Rodrygo would be Arsenal's way of saying, we can match Liverpool's ambition. It's a bold move, but after missing out on the title, bold is what Arsenal need. What do you reckon, Gooners? Is Rodrygo worth $85 million, or should Arsenal focus on a cheaper option like Gyokeres? As we wrap up, let's summarize the key points. Arsenal are in hot pursuit of Benjamin Sesko, with a potential cut price $84 million deal on the table. Viktor Gyokeres is a more affordable $59 million option, while Ollie Watkins and João Pedro offer Premier League experience at $67 million. Rodrygo's $85 million price tag makes him a blockbuster target. And Martin Zubimendi's $51 million move is nearly done. The goalkeeper hunt is ongoing, but Joan Garcia looks Barcelona-bound. Stay tuned to Arsenal News TV for daily updates on every move. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let us know in the comments, who's your dream signing? Thanks for watching, Gooners. Until next time, keep the faith.